And then you're going to say speed, camera one. So now it's recording. See, you're good. Then you're going to say roll camera two, big black.
Roll camera 2.
And you're gonna start this one. It's the red button. And then you're gonna say speed when you hit it and it's rolling.
Speed.
And then you're gonna say action. Clap your hand.
Action.
Okay. And then do your thing.
Today I'm talking about things to come, subject matters. What about the Victory Garden? People are poor, living on welfare, eating fast foods that's making them worse off than they were before, when they can have a garden in their beautiful green backyard that will feed the whole family. When spring comes, you dig up your backyard, you plant some seeds, and you grow organic vegetables for your family. Remember the Victory Garden? It saved a lot of lives. What about self-substantiation? Self-substance. Self-involvement into self-embetterment. What about that? What about the night? What about the home improvement help?
Okay, so let's cut this. This is too long. These should be like 60
What
seconds, the shortest at the 9. I don't want you to read these. You already know this.
No, but I don't know it.
Yeah.
What is that right there?
She's gonna
She
help you.
writes.
We're gonna help
My wife writes so bad it's unreal.
you. Yeah, that's kind of tiny. Even like the best eyeballs couldn't see this.
Oh yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do. You already know the concept.
Should we stop it?
No, we'll just keep it rolling because this is kind of a tutorial as well.
Okay.
Okay, so so while it's rolling, I'm just going to just explain to you what we did. We turned the computer on, we put the password in, and then we clicked on the OBS icon that's on the desktop. We opened up a browser. We typed in Google. We opened up the Google Drive. We also clicked on YouTube. We opened up the YouTube. And so now we're in OBS with YouTube and the Drive all on the desktop ready to go. So now to start the broadcast, we're going to click camera 1 is to start the video on the OBS. Camera 2 is to start the video on the iPhone, and then the microphone and sound is already patched in to OBS. But you're also getting sound off of your phone here, so we're getting two videos to two sounds. All right.
Right.
So now, when we do our bumpers, less is more. We can do 100 of these, so they don't have to be long.
I'm just talking about
So
coming attractions.
coming attractions. Why we want to go to your podcast? There's like I see 9 lines. That's 9 bumpers.
Right.
Okay, so
More than that. Just a little on the other
yeah.
side.
So pick one and be like, hey, this is Big Black. You know the podcast.
Right,
Do this or
right,
that.
right. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You're
always
right.
want to open up with the
But
title of your
do this to get
podcast.
to that.
You
Yeah.
always want to open up introducing yourself.
Yes.
And then you're going to be like, we got a podcast.
From the top.
We're going to
Let's go from the
cool
top.
stuff.
Gotcha.
Here's one of the things we
Give me that
cover.
back.
And then cover the one thing.
Got.
And then be like, we'll see you in this for that.
Right.
That for this.
Right. Gotcha.
I'm Big Black, and hey,
What
don't
about
forget to
what
take
about the
garbage
Victory
out for
Garden?
your
What
mom.
about self-sustainment?
Yeah.
What about neighborhood What is that?
Yeah, just pick one.
What is that?
Um,
What about
I don't know.
neighborhood? What
Maybe she can read them and
neighborhood?
feed them to you one at a time.
What about the Victory Garden? What about self-sustainment?
Okay,
What
so
about neighbors?
so do one, the Victory Garden.
What?
So
What?
do a bumper soundbite on Victory Garden. What is Victory Garden?
Yeah.
Tell us what that is.
Yeah.
That's something you're going to talk about on your
Right.
podcast.
Right.
And be sure to join us.
Okay.
I'm Big Black. That's this for that, that for that.
All right. Okay.
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 All right. So you're going to call action, and you're going to do the hand clap because you're now the director.
Okay. You
No,
want
he
this?
doesn't. Nope.
Oh.
You're going to feed him whatever he needs. These are
Okay.
60-second, 90-second. If you want to have fun in 90 seconds, you feel free.
Well, we only got 90 seconds.
We only got 90 seconds. These are quick little bumpers.
All right. So if I don't make it, just take what we got.
Yep.
Okay.
And don't worry about trying to be perfect.
We'll deal with the Victory Garden
This is not trying to be perfect.
because
This is
the
just
Victory
trying-
Garden is the key to what I'm saying.
Okay, so you're gonna
Self-sustainment, government subsidies. You understand, to help with home improvement.
yeah, and these are the things we're going to talk about on my podcast.
You understand?
I'm
What
Big
about
Black.
the people that are down now that used to be big taxpayers? You
These are
understand
some
what I'm
of the things
saying?
We're going to talk about.
We want government to reinvest in these people.
So these
Okay.
are some of the things we're going to talk about.
Yes.
You want to tease them, bring them
Yes.
to your next-
Yeah.
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 Okay, so
Okay.
you're going to try to keep track of the takes. So
Okay.
take
Take one.
action, take one.
Action. Take one.
Action, take one.
No, you don't repeat it. You go in. You're the.
Okay,
You're
she
the
says
talent.
action,
I'm
take
the
one.
director.
She's
Okay,
the director. You're
got
the
you.
talent. When she says action, then you. Go.
I'm ready.
You're ready.
Action. Take one.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Do This to Get to That. I'm your host, Dr. Big Black Yamandada. Things to come. This show or this moment is predicated on things that we will be talking about in the future to bring some sanity to this screwed up world we are living in. Like, remember the Victory Garden? People that are on welfare, they all need a Victory Garden. A Victory Garden is a simple digging up of your front and your backyard and planting some seeds with organic food that can feed your family over a period of a few months, giving it time to grow and prosper. You understand? What about self-sustainment? You understand? Self-sustainment, to sustain yourself while you're waiting for your government to reach out to you, who was once a taxpayer and who is now in need of the government help. We need some government investment in those who used to pay taxes who can no longer pay taxes now. You got to do this to get to that. If you want to get to that, you got to do this. And this is what I'm talking about.
Cut.
Okay. So if he gets running too long, that's how you know. That's how he knows to wrap it up.
Okay.
5 seconds, 4
And
seconds.
how long is too long?
You'll feel it. You're the director.
After,
if
I go
he's in
beyond
the
your
room
count, I've
and
gone
he's
too
another
long.
Extra 30 seconds, give it to him. If he's kind of tripping and fishing, wrap him up.
Okay.
So that's where you come in.
Okay.
So if he's fishing for words and he sounds lost, get him out. You got to land him.
Okay.
But if he's got it and he's like, we don't want it to be.
We're going to do another segment of this?
No, we're going to do a lot of these.
That one's done now.
One's done.
That.
So now we can do another. So on your
Okay.
list, you can pick another topic, throw at him, let him wrap his mind around it, and that's also going to be a take one. If you didn't like that one, we'll do it again. That's a take two. But if you like it, go to the next one. That one will be a take one.
We keep it all and you edit it.
Each one of these is a take one.
If it's screwed up, you edit it.
No, the idea is to not to edit. That's why we do it again.
Right. Okay, let's go.
The editing that I'm going to do is titles, bumpers, music.
Right.
But I'm not going to cut this. It's only 90 seconds.
Gotcha.
So what about self-sustainment?
Self-sustainment. First of all, you got to do this to get to that. This is wherever you are. That is where you're trying to go.
She gave you the next topic, so let her call the. She'll say, "Do you have your mind wrapped around what you want to say?" And then you
Yes,
say
I'm
yes.
giving it to her.
You don't have to give it to her. Just say yes. Like, let's do it from the top. Tell him the next topic.
Our next topic is about self-sustainment.
Self-sustainment.
Take one.
Self-sustainment is where you do this to get to that. You know what you're doing now, and you know what you want to achieve. It's all about what you do to achieve that. You understand? And now to achieve that, to get the self-sustainment you want, you rely on your government. There was a time when you was a taxpayer like everybody else. You understand? And now things have gotten so bad in your neighborhood that you can no longer pay taxes, or your land and your property is less value to the government. So then they cut off all of the things that you used to get as a taxpayer, and now your neighborhood is going to hell in a handbasket. You understand? So now what you have to do is become self-sustaining. You have to create yourself a victory garden so that you can grow the food and the nutrition that your family needs. And then you reach out to the government for help. You understand? And the government, I feel, is obligated to invest in you, who was a one-time taxpayer, because your money that you paid in the taxes should be serving you right now. You understand? But your government withhold that tax because you are no longer paying anymore. But I say your government is obligated to reinvest in you, to make you a taxpayer again, you understand, by helping you to recreate, to build your property, to bring things up to the level it was when you was paying taxes, so you don't have to go through what you're going through now. You got to do this to get to that. Doing this is what you're doing right now, and that is where you're going.
It's a wrap.
Cut.
Cut.
Okay, move on to the next one. You guys are killing it. Killing it.
What about neighbors' subsistence? Can you speak to us on that?
You have neighbors, and in most cases, your neighbors are going through the same things that you're going through. So what do? You and the neighbors, you all get together, you understand, and you devise a plan to approach the government for the help that you need. They're giving you a little bit of welfare, and that little bit of welfare is just to see to it that you don't die from starvation. But there's more to life than just eating. There's living. There's enjoyment. There are things that you're looking to achieve in life that you can no longer achieve because of your economic situation. It is up to your government to help you bring about the right economic situation to make your life a better life. It's not fair for them to just cast you aside, you understand, for those who are in better shape than you are, that are paying the taxes that you should be paying. You want to be a taxpayer. You know that the whole capitalist system is based on taxes and supporting the government so that the government can support you. There was a time when you were supporting the government. Now you can no longer do it. The government must support you. So we want reinvestment from the government. That is what I want, what you want, what your neighbor want to be, for the government to reinvest in you so that you can become a permanent taxpayer again.
Cut.
That's beautiful. Okay, what's the next one? And don't forget to call action and do the sound clap
Okay,
at the beginning.
okay.
So wait for her, Big Black, to call action and hit the sound.
So I'm gonna give you the topic and then wait for me to say action. What does our government give billions of dollars? Why does our government give billions of dollars to other countries while the American poor suffers? Can you speak to us on that a little bit? Action.
Our government,
Wait for her, Big Black. Wait for her to go action and then clap.
Action.
our government is now giving away billions and billions of dollars to our so-called allies, countries that has never did a iota of anything for the American people, just because they decide they want to be a democracy like the West. That is no excuse for ignoring we, the people, who pay the taxes to supply the billions that they're giving to other countries while we suffer. We, the people, are suffering because our government is making it possible for us to suffer by subsidizing the so-called allies of other countries. We, the people, we can get out and demonstrate. We can get guns and create a civil war. You understand? But we, the people, are waiting on our government to face the reality of what we are going through. Clean your own yard, brother, before you try to clean the yard of others, is what our government should be doing right now. Our yard needs cleaning, and it can only be cleaned by our government. Stop all the BS. Give us what we deserve as an American. Thank you for that. And thank you for this, because you got to do this to get to that.
Cut. Can you speak to us on voting those out who are creating the suffering in our neighbors? This is to clear our own brother's yard first. Action. 1.
You got to do this to get to that. Our government is doing us wrong. You understand? They're using us in a manner that we do not want to be used. They're taking what we had and giving it to other countries. Our whole concept of paying taxes is so that one day when we are in trouble, those taxes can come back to get us out of the trouble that we're in financially. Everyone has financial problems at some time in life. And these politicians, you understand, that are using us for their own purpose in life, whatever they want, building their careers or whatever, we got to vote those out who do not help us, who are giving our hard-earned taxes to foreign countries that has never done squat for we the people of America. People that we don't even know about just because they decide they want to be a democracy, which could be a bunch of BS. Because unless they prove themselves by giving something back to us, you understand, we can't continue to give to them. Not only that, we should vote those politicians out of office who are not helping us here at home. Clean your own yard, brother, before you try to clean the yard of others, or you will be voted out by we, the people. Do this to get to that, or do yourself out of the game.
Cut.
Looking good.
I have to use the ladies.
Looking good.
I have
Keep
to.
going.
I have to go to the ladies' room.
Go, 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 go.
Okay.
You know the way.
Not really, but I think
Down the hall.
it can't be.
Down the hall.
Can you close that door on the way? I think some of the sound might be
Yes.
coming.
So how's that coming off?
Yeah, it's coming along great, man. You guys make a good team. You're looking good. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm loving it.
I want to go into some of the places. I want to call out places like Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, where people are starving. People are living a life of nothing. Eating potato chips and fast food, making them unhealthy. There are even signs of syphilis in some of these neighborhoods. The dreaded disease, syphilis, AIDS, all of these dreaded diseases are coming back to haunt the people that are in need of government help. We're not talking about welfare. We're talking about serious help, rebuilding of our neighborhoods, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And let's go on. This next one's going to be about the disease and the places where these things are happening. I'm going to call out a few names, and we'll take it from there.
Okay. So, not one of these. This is
No.
off.
Well, that's all. That's finished, isn't it?
Pretty much. I mean.
What's
we
what's
talked
next on
about-
there? Anything else on there?
We talked about Victory Garden, sustenance, neighbor sustenance, home improvement help.
And this is about catastrophic disease that are
property
taking
taxes,
over
government.
these neighborhoods because of,
Yeah.
bad water and bad food and
Okay, let's do
eating fast foods and things of that nature. Go ahead.
action.
So a lot of these neighborhoods, to name a few, Mississippi, probably one of the worst ghettos in the country. Alabama probably coming in a slight second. Tennessee, all over the country where poverty exists, abject poverty. You understand? The government throw them a bone with a little bit of welfare and give them nothing else. No hope of a future. You understand? And these are people that were once big time taxpayers, but they fell into a bad situation. The COVID, the disease that came through, that crippled a lot of people. Drug dealers moving into the neighborhoods, gangs taking over, intimidating, killing the people. You understand? These people are suffering, and they have nowhere else to go. They must remain in the house that they were grown up in. You understand? Things are being destroyed around them, and they have no way of helping themselves. They must rely on their government, and their government is undercutting them grossly. All of that money that they had been paying in taxes is being given away to foreign entities, you understand, that the government feel is going to make America look great. But the only thing that's going to make America look great is the greatness of the American people, the people that are here, the people that helped to build America, to make America what it is today. You got to do this to get to that. They're not doing this to get to that. They're doing that, you understand, for themselves, for their careers, you understand. We got to start voting these kind of people out of office, because whether you like it or not, no matter what position you are in life, your vote is the big deal. Vote, and vote for the right party. Vote for the party that is going to help you, not the one that you are accustomed to voting for just because they are a Democrat or a Republican. Vote for the one that helps you.
Cut.
Okay, do either of you have any questions so far?
So it doesn't matter all the stuff that in between talks and my restroom break and all that. It's all
No,
you're gonna
It's all one file.
It's all
When I
uploaded
get it,
and you're
I'm just
gonna
gonna cut it into
chop it
separate
up
files.
and-
I'll chop it up myself.
and the
So I
blank
would rather
spots.
I would rather you guys do one file, the whole production.
You can ask me any question you want.
Because you're gonna forget to turn it back on.
Ask me any
Yeah,
question you
it's
want.
messy,
And I don't
yeah.
want you to have to worry about that. So just turn it on, get it all. I get it as one file, and then I'll chop it up as I see it.
Okay. I don't know that I'll be able to take the ball and run with it like the first go round. You know, from just today.
Mm-hmm.
I have the written instructions and I'll type them out and all that. I guess as long as I'm on to OBS, I'm okay, right? And then I could call you and troubleshoot if I get stuck.
Talking to me?
I'm talking now.
Kimbrough.
Yeah.
She's talking to you.
Oh, I was just saying, so if I get stuck, you know, like if we try to do something and I got stuck, I'm just saying I don't know if
As long as it's recording, you know what I'm saying, I can go on talking. You don't even have to cut. I'll keep
Yeah,
talking.
Just keep talking. Because as long as we're recording,
And when I end what I got to say, then you can clap your
all the
hand.
stuff we can get out. The only thing that is important is between action and cut.
Right.
Everything outside.
As long as you don't say cut, I can keep talking.
Yeah.
Because it's recording.
Well, yeah. So you're gonna, if he's talking too long, you're gonna give him a 5-second count out, and then when he's done, then you're gonna say cut.
cut.
That's
Right.
how I know where the end of the piece is,
Right.
and that's how I know where the
Where
beginning
to
of the
edit,
piece is.
right? Okay.
So you're doing that for the editor.
Let's go one more one. I got a couple of things I can say.
Um.
Don't give me any subject matter. I'll just talk.
Action.
Make that clap louder.
action.
You know, everybody needs somebody. And the need is ever so great when you are missing the most important things in life. Substance for your body, substance that keeps you healthy and alive. When you look to your government is like the father and you're the child. And when you reach out to the government because you are hungry or you're in need, one should expect the government to feed you, to give you what you need to sustain you, to keep you alive, and to make your life better on this planet. That's what government is for. Government is like the father and we're the children when we're in need. We only need the government when we need the government. When we don't need the government, we are paying the government for that day when we are going to be in need. And for everyone that is going through the problems of surviving in a country as rich as this, for everyone that is going through that, it is not fair for government to refuse them. The people has a right to reach out and ask for what they need, and it should expect to get what they ask for from their government, for whom they voted into office. And if they don't get it, they vote them out of office. And that is what government must be made to understand, that if they don't do what they're supposed to do, they will be voted out.
Cut.
Okay, so now you're going to end the recording on the phone. Click the stop. And then you're going to stop recording there, which is blue. Not that one. You were already on it. It's on the right hand side. Yep, right there.